Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Bullard. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on second down. Bullard. Open man is Amari Rodgers complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Bullard. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end Tunyon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Bullard. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Bullard. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. 2nd down and 5. Now it's Wilson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Taken in at the 11. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 42 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, you know, he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And the defense closes quickly there and get maybe a yard to the 33.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 1st down, Bullard. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Bullard. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bullard. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on first down. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Up the middle, Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, Bullard. Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan
from 17 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down carry for Barkley.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The fourth and final quarter coming right up. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Barkley. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
4th down, here's Wilson. And they're going to try the screen, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Jerry Judy.
His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Broncos are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bullard. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. They'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tunyon.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
They get a sideline grin as well. Barkley, inside handoff. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go to Barkley again.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.